So my name's Laurie Beamont and I'm head of graphics for MOOV. We are predominantly a graphics company, but our services don't just stop there. We offer a whole multitude of other services, which would range from design work alongside our on-screen graphics work, but also 360 live production, VR services, screens production, as well as things such as augmented reality as well. So we have a whole raft of strings to our bow. We also do data handling and data collection as well at certain points, which kind of complement our productions, where we may go and do tennis for the BBC. We'll do the scoring data and all the statistical data for them as well. So we try to encompass as much as we can around the graphics that makes efficiencies for broadcasters and production companies. The most significant innovations from a sports tech perspective, in our case, looking at a presentation side, I think would be the AR systems that we've brought in here at BT Sport. First, using them on the Champions League coverage, we've really been able to enhance that coverage and really give the audience added value in kind of highlighting the scale and the importance of that competition. Then that's been moved on into the BT Sport Score production, where we've had to be creative in the way that we display data to the audience, and that has offered a new avenue of how we can do that. So I think AR has been particularly helpful. VR developments have offered a new kind of audience viewing platform, which is different to any other. How that is consumed by the general public, essentially, is still to be determined, I feel, but there are definitely avenues there that are to be explored. So I think those are the two big key ones that have really come to light in recent years, and I still think they've all got a little bit more development to come from them. The biggest tech innovation I think that will happen over the next couple of years, I think HDR is the biggest one. It's the one thing that I've seen side by side which makes you go, wow, that's seriously impressive. I mean, 4K has been great. The VR 360 has been a really good innovation too, but with HDR compared to SDR, it's night and day the difference, really. It really does take your socks off when you see it. So I think that will be a new development which will immerse audiences much more than has been seen previously. So that's where I think the biggest jump will come from. So our customers ask for a variety of different things. It depends where they kind of sit in terms of their position on television linear platforms or digital platforms. So we do a lot of work with the BBC, for example. They don't have a 4K UHD channel, so that's not really a requirement for them, where they may want to, or they have broadcast on the iPlayer, things like the World Cup. That's really when world feeds have become available to them in that resolution. From a presentation point of view, when we've worked with them, that hasn't really been a requirement. But then when we go to, well, with BT, for example, that is a big innovation push. It varies from project to project, really, is what we're saying. We pick our kit dependent on the project, so we're quite agnostic in that way. We're not just solely with one supplier. We look at each use case and go, that's the best for that job. But really, it's from all sorts. It depends how big the production is, or how cheap or how small the budget is, how much we can do really with that with broadcasters, because you have some that like to spend the world, some that have to do it on a shoestring. So it really does vary. Scalable is really what it is.